Hi everybody, Kat here. Welcome to my channel. Well, it's early Thursday morning and I'm sitting outside, and as you can see, we've got quite the hazy day, although it's not near as bad as it's been the last few. Very hazy, heavy smell of smoke in the air, not pleasant at all. It doesn't smell as smoky today. What am I talking about? Well, Canada's on fire. Every province in this country, and I'm here in southern Ontario, every province in this country has wildfires that are out of control. The smoke and the smog is causing health alerts, and on the news they're saying, duct tape your windows, stay inside. That I think it was the N95 mask, is good for smoke. It's a real disaster. It's terrible. But there's a couple, the smoke, the plumes are affecting things as far down the eastern seaboard as New York City. LaGuardia Airport had cancellations yesterday because of the thickness of the smoke. I'm sure you can find pictures online of the New York City skyline and the horrible haze that's overtaken them from the fires up here coming down from Ontario and Quebec. Now, there's something very interesting about these fires that are happening all across the country. They're out of time. It's not the right time for forest fires. They don't happen in the wet spring. They happen in the late summer when the heat and the wood is dry, the deadfall and all of that. It catches fire because it's hot and we've had sustained weeks of heat. That's not the case right now. Now, the climate change people will tell you that, oh yeah, forest fires, it's up because that's climate change and this kind of, so we need your carbon dollars to offset what's happening on the planet. It's such a hoax. No, the reason that even in regular times in the late summer when it's more characteristics for forest fires to ignite, yes, they have increased, but that is due to environmental practices that have been put in place for about the last 20, 30 years, in which before forestry management would take advantage of things like controlled burns and clearing areas and this kind of thing, building fire breaks, managing the forest to make sure that deadfall and this kind of thing was gotten rid of, so there could be regenerative, new trees growing and new growth happening in the forest while managing what's there. They don't do that anymore. I mean, given the rise of the, three-eyed spotted toad whose habitat might be impacted if we do this or that, it's gotten to this kind of a point. And you've all heard the stories. Oh, we can't do this here because, we're protecting some species, this and that. A lot of it, in my opinion, and a lot of investigators think that this is purposely, they want to take us down. They want to, the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization, the World Bank, they want to reduce the population to a feudal state again. It's fact. It's true. Just listen to Klaus Schwab. Just Google Klaus Schwab and listen to a couple of things he has to say about his vision of the future. Now, here we go. In Canada, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is a acolyte of Klaus Schwab, a student of Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab pulls his strings, tells him what to do. Justin Trudeau is a true puppet of the World Economic Forum. And I believe these forest fires are being purposely set. And I'll tell you why. Have you ever heard of, we had the lockdowns. Well, they didn't work. They didn't work as much as they wanted them to. They didn't work. And because of everything that's going on, and I mean, even in Britain now, we're having the lockdown investigations going on, and what went on, and what was good practice, and what was not, and what have we learned, and all of that. I mean, these kind of people have lost their trust with the government. So can they ever pull off another lockdown again to try to crash the economy? It'll be a lot harder than the second time around. At least one for a virus. How about environmental lockdowns? Things are so bad. Stay in your home. On our news right now, how to cope with the smoke. Stay indoors. There's a little film of somebody duct taping their windows. You know those N95 masks that we all bought during lockdown, and everybody needed to be masked up and everybody was wearing them? And there's probably millions of dollars of PPE sitting in warehouses that has been gone unused. Well, pull out your masks again, folks. That's what they're telling us here. Put your mask on. It helps with smoke. Stay indoors. Schools are canceling outdoor recess, outdoor playtime. Kids are going to be staying indoors because of the smoke in the air. Now, pulling off setting everything on fire. What's another way? What's a way that we can tell that these fires could have been intentionally set? First of all, the time of year, of course, it doesn't happen. The amount of smoke is due to the fact that what is burning is green. What is burning is alive. It's not deadfall. It's not dried out wood from the heat of the summer. This is fresh green spring sprigs, spring trees, green that is burning, and that is why we're having overwhelming smoke. Anybody who's ever built a campfire or lit a fireplace or a wood stove knows you don't burn green logs. They have to be aged, they have to be dried, or you're going to get an overwhelming amount of smoke. That's obvious. Now, why would perhaps your government leaders allow this to happen? Well, in our case here, like I said, Trudeau is a real little acolyte of Klaus Schwab, World Economic Forum, and we know they want to bring us down. We know the World Health Organization has just lobbied for higher powers so that they can override any government decision and impose lockdown, treatment, vaccines, whatever the hell they want on any country they want at any time they want. Now, also, there's the economic factor. They want to break society. They want to break countries. They want to bring them to their knees so they can impose this feudal state. Another lockdown here in Canada, an environmental lockdown. Things have really only been 90% back to normal in the last year. An environmental lockdown would be devastating, not only for the economy, but the emotional, physical health toll it'll take on the people up here would be just terrible. Now, if I'm right, and if this is what's really going on, if this is intentional. How dangerous a man is Justin Trudeau, but is he the only one? I don't know. Look to your nanny state. Look to Britain. Could it happen there? Just today, I was watching one of the news channels on the internet, and this morning they were talking about upcoming weekend temperatures of 30 degrees, danger zone, be careful, stay indoors, how to beat the heat, what to do. They're concerned about 30-degree heat and getting people scared. Could an environmental lockdown happen in Britain? Anybody's guess. But if I were to wager where something like this would happen in Cascade too, just as in lockdown and just as in public policy and the things that have been going on, you'll see that the Commonwealth countries, and really the big three, Canada, Britain, and Australia, all kind of have the same drives for certain policy, for certain social issues, for certain laws to be passed. They seem to be somewhat in lockstep with each other. So if this is attempted here in Canada, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to see it in Britain and Australia as well. May manifest in a different manner, but I bet they'll try it. Well, that's all I have for you right now. Hope you enjoy this. Hope it's informative. Hope it opens your eyes to what could really be going on. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.